Some businesses are about to disappear and they won't even understand why. I'm talking about companies with great websites, years of SEO, strong reputations, hundreds of reviews, even page one rankings that are suddenly watching lead flow collapse 30%, 50%, even 75% drops from somebody that I talked to this last week that's been dominating in Google for years and years and years and is still locked to the top. Their ads, leads, all the other stuff that's happened, everything that they pushed into it, they're literally seeing their lead flow drop by 75%. The craziest part, most marketers don't even realize what's happening because Google is no longer becoming a better search engine. It's becoming something completely different. And they announced it this last week. This shift may be the biggest transformation in online visibility that we've seen in the last 25 years. And that's the way that Google's representing this. Today, I'm going to break down what changed, why businesses are panicking, why old SEO strategies are breaking, and why marketers who understand AI search early may have one of the biggest opportunities that we've seen in years. Welcome back to the eForge podcast, where overwhelmed operators become empowered leaders and where we forge businesses, influence, and legacies at last. I'm your host, Cory Long. Today's episode is not theoretical. This is not someday AI stuff. This is happening literally right now. I'm watching businesses across multiple industries feel this shift in real time, whether you're a contractor, medical clinic, doctor, law firm, home service-based business, agencies, services for housing, custom builders, realtors, mortgage and loan officers, agencies, local businesses of all kinds, from boutiques to ice cream shops to big restaurants, doesn't matter. Some are confused, some are frustrated, and some don't even realize yet that Google changed the rules underneath them. So today I want to unpack what's happening, why it matters, where search is going, and what businesses and marketers need to understand before this shift leaves them behind. Let's dive in. Look, most people think Google works like this. You type in a keyword, Google gives you websites, you scroll through, you look at what you like, you click on some links, and that model is dying. It's almost dead. Google does not want to send traffic away anymore. Google wants to answer the question itself inside of Google. That's the shift. AI overviews, AI mode, generative summaries, voice search, conversational search. Google is becoming an AI recommendation engine. And if you miss that, you miss the entire future of visibility. It's all changing. Look, this is the dangerous part. Most businesses don't understand why their leads are dropping. They think it's the economy, it's seasonality, it's competition, it's ad fatigue. They blame it on politics or the government or whatever. But underneath all of that, search behavior itself is changing. Users are clicking less. Look at your own way that you search right now. I don't know that I talk to really much of anybody that doesn't go to an app on their phone or an app somewhere else, and that's how they actually search now. Not Google, but ChatGPT, or they search Claude, or they search Grok, or they search Gemini, or they search whatever, Perplexity, or pick one, right? They're searching something else other than Google. And even Google, after last week, everything's changed because AI is intercepting the search journey now. People are getting answers before they even reach your website. They're not going to your website. They're just getting the answer and then going off of whatever the answer is that Google or AI has shown them. And here's what's wild. Google is still showing impressions in many cases, but clicks are collapsing. We're seeing clicks drop off a cliff. Click through from AI overviews into Google, like into your website or into somewhere online, down by 65% or more. Like, stats show it, and it's just falling off a cliff. That means visibility without traffic. So yeah, maybe you are searching, like somebody searching, your search console is showing that you're showing up and your impressions are showing for your Google business profile or your website. Great. Doesn't mean they're clicking through to it. Doesn't mean that they're seeing it. Businesses are technically being seen while simultaneously being invisible. Let me say this carefully before people love overreacting online. SEO is not dead, but old SEO thinking absolutely is. Traditional SEO was heavily focused on keywords, backlinks, pages, rankings. AI search evaluates something completely different and much deeper. It evaluates your authority, your reputation online. It looks for trust. It looks for consistency across all of these different platforms. It it has favorites too. It's looking for expertise, third-party validation, contextual relevance, and entity understanding. This is why Reddit is exploding in search, even though anybody can say anything they want about Reddit on Reddit. It's still showing up. YouTube visibility matters more than ever right now. Videos matter. Transcripts are getting pulled into all of this. Reviews are becoming more and more important. Expert positioning matters. Citations matter. Cross platform consistency matters because it's looking across all of this and saying, can I trust you as a business owner? Google is trying to answer one core question now. Who should we trust enough to recommend? And not just Google. Chat GPT, pick one, right? They're all doing the same thing. They're all looking to see, can I trust you as a business owner? Are you the one that I need to send the search traffic to, that I need to show? The biggest threat moving forward is not bad SEO, it's irrelevance. Because businesses are no longer competing just for rankings. They're competing to become the trusted recommendation. That's a completely different battle. And honestly, a lot of businesses are losing right now with even realizing it because they've built their marketing around traffic instead of authority. AI changes that equation completely. Now, here's where this gets really interesting. The businesses that adapt early to AI search may have one of the biggest opportunities that we've seen in years because while most marketers are still selling outdated strategies, there's a small group already learning about how AI visibility really works. AI systems are learning from patterns now. They're evaluating like who gets mentioned online. No longer does it have to be a backlink that actually has anchor text and all the stuff that we've done as marketers for the last decade or two. Doesn't doesn't have to be. It could just be a mention. Somebody just mentions your business or you online, and all of a sudden AI picks that up and it says, "Oh, well, Cory Long must matter. Cory Long has to do with AI Authority Engine or eForge or YRock Consulting or AI SEO or AI Search. Cory Long's the go-to guy for AI search and SEO in Texas or whatever, right? These are brand mentions. It's who gets referenced maybe from a client or from another website or from a magazine or an article or press release or somewhere else, maybe somewhere that you're actually sponsoring. Who gets reviewed in the reviews, the actual wording inside of the reviews matters probably more now than it ever did. Used to, it mattered, but it mattered from a user standpoint. I would read it, I would think, "Yeah, that's great, that kind of applies to me." But the reviews and the fact that you've gotta have reviews across multiple platforms, you can't just have them on Google anymore. You're gonna have to look. It depends on what type of business you are, and you really need to be working with somebody that understands that it's not just go get Google reviews anymore. It's go get Google reviews and go get these other specific platforms that your specific market and your specific niche actually pulls from inside of AI because it's different. It's different across all these different markets. It's not the same from an attorney to a restaurant to a realtor to a service-based industry to it just not the same. They're different. Every one of them's different. It's gonna matter who appears consistently across all these other platforms, who demonstrates expertise. So when you make those how-to videos or you give out factual information or data or you show one of the projects that you've got going on, it helps AI to know, "Hey, this person's legit. They actually know what they're doing." People that create helpful content are gonna jump ahead of the people that are just creating stuff, just content to create content. AI slop, right? That's already started to get killed because the whole AI thing that's happening out there right now with all this AI content, Google's already started to wipe all of that stuff out of its database. It's de-indexing it. It's fascinating to watch. We've seen websites come to us that have had 1,000 plus pages and over half of the website's been de-indexed already because it was just AI slop. It was just content that wasn't helpful. It was just content that was written for Google. It was content that was written basically to get ranked in the old system. The new system's not going to reward that. It's going to reward people who exist across multiple trusted platforms, not just one anymore, multiple trusted platforms. So this is why your website alone is no longer enough. Now, the website is the hub. If you looked at the way AI search works, the website becomes the hub and everything else out here, AI is basically looking at it. Google's looking at it. It's going, okay, do I trust all of these other things? And is it saying the same thing about this hub that you have with your GBP and your website and your social media, right? It believes you only if it's backed up by all these other people that are saying that, yes, you are that. Yes, you do that. Yes, you're great at that. Look, AI is building a reputation profile around your business. That's why podcasts matter. If you can get on a podcast, get on a podcast. That's why YouTube matters. That's why LinkedIn matters. That's why reviews matter now across all these different platforms. Media mentions matter. FAQs matter. Structured answers matter. Structured data matters. Google business profiles matter. If you haven't seen the shift that's happening in Google business profiles or GBPs, go look at them. It's pulling in third-party data now. It's pulling in social media posts now. If you're not posting on social media and there's nothing to show there, it's not going to show anything, and it's going to give preference to people that are using the platform. Third-party data that's out there that's getting pulled into that even matters even more now because somebody may have written something about you, and I've literally seen Reddit posts from 12 years ago pulled into people's profiles that it doesn't even matter what happened 12 years ago, but it's getting pulled in because that's the only information out there, the only mentions out there about you. This is the rise of authority ecosystems about your entity. This is where marketers need to wake up fast. Most agencies don't know what they don't know yet. Businesses are already feeling the pain. Before the marketing industry fully understands the shift that creates opportunity, oh man, we're talking massive opportunity right now. We're talking tens of billions of dollars in this marketing shift that's growing by 2030. Somewhere in the neighborhood of 60 to 70 billion dollars worldwide is going to be pushed into AI SEO because of the shifts that are happening. And right now, businesses are desperate for answers. The marketers who understand AI search, AI overviews, entity optimization, authority positioning, entity nodes, AI visibility, answer engine optimization, AEO, GEO, pick a letter, right? The ones that understand those things are going to be stepping into one of the fastest growing positioning opportunities that I've seen since I probably had been in this business for 11 plus years. This is exactly why I built AI Authority Engine. It's not to chase hacks, it's not to manipulate algorithms, but to understand how AI systems actually evaluate trust and authority online. Inside AI Authority Engine, we're actively testing strategies, tracking changes, building authority frameworks, monitoring AI visibility, helping marketers position businesses to become the recommendation, not just another result. And honestly, some of the strategies we're testing are producing movement shockingly fast within 48 to 72 hours, not because we found a loophole, but because we understand where search is headed. All you have to do is see this is how AI sees it. This is where AI pulls the data from. This is how it actively goes and finds you. Here's what it's looking for over in this particular market or these websites or these platforms. That's why I built AI Authority Engine because this is this is all new. This is new. We spent the last 18 months trying to work through this process of how does AI see things and where's it headed and what's going to happen when AI takes over and are the ways that we've done lead generation and the ways that we've done website ranking and SEO and all that, is it going to even matter in the future? And it's all changing. It's changing not next year, right now. This is where search is headed. If you're a marketer and you're listening to this and you haven't got on this train yet, you're not going to give your clients the best results that they can get if you don't understand it. Can you find it somewhere else? Could you go out there and learn it online? Sure. It's going to cost you days, hours, weeks, months. I don't know. It's changing so rapidly right now. Even with us being in the trenches, I'm having to update the training weekly right now. There are things that were important a month, 2 months, 3 months, 5 months ago. We don't even do anymore because it's not important anymore. It was when I taught it. but it's not important now. It was when we first launched AI Authority Engine, but it's not now. Things that AI was looking for and said, "Hey, here's what we wanted." You know what the cool part about this is our clients are getting the best of the best of the best because we are actively, consistently testing and tweaking and pushing into the model. And we're using my own name and other people that we work with. We're using things to test and see, how does this work? Does this work? Can we do it this way? And it's shifting so fast and it's changing so fast. It's fascinating to watch. Here's what I believe. This shift is gonna create massive winners and massive losers. Some businesses are gonna slowly fade away and won't understand why. They're just gonna go out of business. If you've seen your business drop in lead flow and drop in traffic, it could be traffic through your door, to your website, email traffic, form traffic. It doesn't matter. Whatever the lead flow or the type of clientele is, that client acquisition systems that you have in place right now. If you're seeing that drop, I can almost guarantee AI has something to do with it. And here's the crazy part. It's not that people have stopped searching. It's just not. It's not that they've stopped searching. It's not that people don't need to have their toilet unclogged, or people don't need to build a metal building anymore, or people don't need to go to a restaurant need. It's not that people don't need to hire an attorney or go to a doctor. It's not that they don't need to go to a clinic for peptides or TRT or whatever, right? It's not that any of those things have slowed down. It's just that AI is giving an answer now. And if you're not that answer, then you're going to slowly start to fade away. There will be no answer that has your name in it. You will not have an opportunity to speak into that or talk about that or become the person for that. Others will dominate because they adapted earlier. And the craziest part, most people still think this is future stuff. It's not. It's happening right now. The future's already arrived. Google said it at their conference. They just said it. The internet is changing underneath businesses in real time. And the question is, will you adapt before your lead flow forces you to? Will you adapt before you're forced into a corner and your lead flow is dead and things are not moving and you're having to figure out what's going to happen now? Will you adapt before the leads dry up and the cash flow dries up and the bank account starts to hemorrhage? Will you adapt now? If today's episode hits you a little hard, good. Honestly, I think too many businesses are asleep at the wheel right now. They're running old strategies in a completely new environment, and they have no idea why their business is slow or things or whatever. And they're listening to news and all this other garbage, and they think that it's because of other outside factors, and it's not. They aren't the answer. Somebody's getting the business. It's just not you. I'm talking to clients all the time right now that are thriving in this environment. They're like getting new business. They're having to add crews and trucks and staff, and they're having to ramp up, and they're having to figure out, how do we take care of this extra lead flow? And like, those are our clients right now. Our clients are looking at, how do we actually grow this thing beyond, because we're starting to become the answer, which means that they're getting more and more and more and more and more of the market share. The market share is just shifted to somebody else because you're not the answer right now. And if you're a marketer and you're listening to this and your clients are starting to slow down and they're not that person right now, they're going to see that. You're going to see that. You're going to literally see your search console drop, and it's going to keep dropping. Guys, and I have a feeling that it's going to continue just to drop. I think the old way of us tracking data, the old way of us tracking search, the old way of us tracking all of that is just, it's just going away. It's going to shift. It's going to shift into people that are asking much bigger questions. Like when I started trying to sell my home, I literally asked the questions of, I've got this size of home in this market, in this school district, with this many square feet, and a barn and land and a pool and a hot tub and this and a mother-in-law suite and da 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 da. And I'm trying to find a realtor that specializes in this price point, da da da. And that's how I found the realtor that I have. People that are going and buying things online now are asking specific questions about, do they know and they understand how to do XYZ, or is this the best thing for me to use in this specific situation? They're not just asking who's the best marketing company or who's the best AI company in Lubbock, Texas, or whatever. Like, that's not what they're asking anymore. The businesses that survive this shift won't necessarily be the biggest. That's what's crazy, or the oldest for that matter. I'm seeing companies that are 30 years old that show up great in Google, but don't show up in AI at all. The people that are going to survive this are the ones that understand trust, authority, positioning, and how AI is reshaping discovery itself. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to do something right now while you're listening to this, not if you're driving. Let's don't do it. Right? I want you to do something right now for me. I want you to go search your business in ChatGPT and Google AI overviews, Perplexity, Grok, pick another one, Claude, pick one, and then go search it in voice search. If it's you as the brand, so like Cory Long is my brand, I go search Cory Long and I want to see how does ChatGPT see Cory Long? How does Google AI Overview see Cory Long? What does Perplexity think Cory Long does? If I ask a question about Cory Long in voice search, whether it's Alexa, Siri, whether it's Google, it doesn't matter. If I ask any of those platforms, voice search, about who Cory Long is, I want it to, I literally need it to tell me, like, who is this person? Because that's what it's seeing you as, and that's how it's going to interpret you and push you out to people that are asking questions about your specific industry and your specific markets. If that answer is not what you want, guess what? The cool news is it can be changed. You can completely change it. You can completely rewrite that narrative if you know what you're doing. That's the crazy part. So I want to ask you this after you've searched. I want to ask you one question. Would AI confidently recommend your business right now to somebody that's searching for your services? Would it look at your reviews and go, yes, this person definitely knows what they're doing. They've been recommended for this specific thing across all these different platforms. They are the go to person. Would they look at it and say, yes, they are definitely in this market? I've told you guys before, there's basically four questions AI is asking, right? Who do you serve? What do you do? Where do you do it? And how do you do that? Like, what makes you different? AI will confidently recommend you if it sees all of this that I've told you about in this podcast, even because that question is going to become more and more and more and more and more important than ranking themselves. I don't even know that ranking is even going to matter. It may not even matter by the end of this year, the way Google's already shifting the way that they're doing. Instead of search optimization, now it's answer optimization, because that's the truth. If you're a marketer or a business owner who wants to truly understand where this is heading, uh, check out my AI authority in it. Write me, find me online. You can find me. You can search Cory Long across any platform. Pick one, because I'm on every platform out there. Send me a message, PM me, DM me, write me an email. Go to Rock Consulting, whatever. Find me online. If you truly want to understand this, if you're a marketer and you're looking to learn this, I can speed that process up for you because we've already spent thousands of hours on this. You're paying for speed and time. If you're a business owner and you want somebody to do this for you, that's what Rock Consulting's for. That's what my agency's for. We literally do this for companies all over the United States. I've taught students all around the world. We've outranked the IRS. We've done all kinds of craziness through the years. And we already are seeing shifts and stuff happening within very short amount of time within AI SEO. Look, why most people are reacting to these changes, we're studying them in real time. We can give you the answers today of what's happening right now. Not what happened 6 months ago, 3 months ago, not even what happened a month ago, because it's already changed. Just this last month, it's changed because of what Google just said in their most recent updates. So make sure you subscribe to this channel, no matter if it's YouTube, Apple, right? Spotify, doesn't matter. Whatever channel you're listening to me on, subscribe, please. Leave a review. I want to know what you think about the information that we're sharing out there. If you have somebody you'd love for me to bring on, tell me about them. I would love to have new guests on my podcast. Is share this episode with a business owner or marketer who needs to wake up before they get blindsided by the fact that they're not showing anymore, or they're not relevant anymore in the world of AI SEO. Guys, and until next Thursday, keep forging forward, stay aligned with your calling, and build with clarity, confidence, and conviction, because this is the forge where leaders are made and legacies are built.